tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On first down, Kruger finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The Colts at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Kruger. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
Rosas' kick is good, and the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 22. Play fake. Here's Willis. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. That's complete to John Ross. Finding space at the 40, down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And a throw right sideline is complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Kruger. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 4th down, Kruger. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you haven't been taught.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, Running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Here we go. Clock 40.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Christian Fulton. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll run for it with Connor, and he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Here's Taylor again, and not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Second down, they go again with Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finish.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Slide for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense, because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Kruger, this is caught. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown Colts! Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Meanwhile, Willis throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Henry running right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And some space here. But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 28. 56 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 19-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis, eluding the pressure right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
To throw on 2nd down, Kruger. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the hand. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, Kruger. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Stevens. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Grant. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 139 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. He's got it to the 43 here.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And the busy night for Henry continues. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And there to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, You just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. Kruger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he comes back with one complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.